come to Mr. Fernandez in a while, but Claire, you seem to be an odd one out, a politician. She's a councillor from one of the constituency here in London. Just take us through your political part, and now you're helping Yusuf to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, so yeah, I'm Claire. I'm a councillor in London Borough of Croydon, so in South London. I'm a Lib Dem councillor. So I love cricket, though. I absolutely love cricket, and it's fantastic to be able to have the opportunity to come and spend even a couple of hours here away from my job and away from my constituents to come and cheer England on. Sadly, we didn't quite get the result, but
Absolutely. Sadly, you didn't get the result, but you did manage to do something very important. Just tell us, how did you manage to get Yusuf here, who's so passionate? And I'm going to come back to you and ask the story about the match today, but the gesture that you've done, the humanitarian thing.
Yeah, so Yusuf and I are friends through politics. So Yusuf is hoping to get elected next year, and I'm sure you'll all agree he'd make an absolutely wonderful councillor. He's very articulate and knows a lot more about than just cricket. But Yusuf can't come to the Oval on his own just because it's very, very busy in here today. And so I was absolutely delighted when he asked if I would come along with him. I love coming to the Oval, so a really good opportunity to come and spend the day with Yusuf. Giving him a bit of guidance as to what's going on in the atmosphere. Obviously, you can actually hear what's going on most of the time, and you know more than what's going on than I do sometimes because you've got the commentary in your ear. But it's a brilliant opportunity to be able to come and make sure that Yusuf can actually come to the cricket because he's
very inspiring life story, where you can't physically see the game, but you enjoy and you have the stats of every bowler. When you got to know the overcast condition, 4 wickets to go, you've got a councillor with you. There were fours in the first over. Were you a happy man then, or are you a happy man now after the outcome as well, irrespective?
I was so happy then, much enjoying myself. Am I happy now? Yes, I'm happy. It's been one of the best Test match series there's been. I've been following cricket for 20 odd years. 2005 Ashes was the best Test series ever, I think. This one runs it very closely second. The Indian side came over. They were really competitive. Shubman Gill was brilliant. Today was just the cherry on top of the cake.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was, and it kept us going right up to the end. 6 runs to go. He could have done it in one shot, but got bowled. That's cricket. It breaks your heart.
Absolutely. What about Chris Woakes walking in the middle? Do you think that was one of the most inspiring moments in the history of Test cricket?
Oh, I mean, you talk about Colin Cowdrey doing that back in 1960, I think it was, something like that. It's the first time I've ever seen anybody do it. He came out. We all stood up and applauded him. Coming out with the shoulder the way it was, the way he ran that I think it was the
Those singles, yeah.
First run, the guy was in absolute agony, and yet he ran. What a player, And my friends over here will agree. The Indian fans really respect that quality. It's something much special.
Well, we're talking about the Indian players as well. Let me ask you the Indian side of it. If you were to pick up one or two, one batter and one bowler, who would that be? Because this draw is as good as victory for the Test cricket, and if not for a team.
Shubman Gill, first series that he's been captain. He's batted really, really well. He's scored hundreds. He seems to have made the right decisions at the right times. Yeah, he's learning how to be a captain. He made the odd mistake here and there. And he's captain of India. I mean, come on, that's the most pressurized job in the world. A billion and 1.3 billion of you out there all cheering him. So, batsman, Shubman Gill. Bowler.
There were not great bowlers in this series other than Siraj.
Jasmine. I think, am I right? He took the final wicket today. Yeah, bowling. What a way to end.
Absolutely. Now we go on to the English cricket side. You've got Ben Stokes, and at the same time you had Joe Root. That makes it to an incredible couple.
Ben Stokes, they were headlining. Like they were really even with Ben Stokes not being in the final game, you could still feel his presence. I would also say Ben Duckett, to be honest, spearheaded the attack and really, really good play. Really good play.
Ben Duckett as well.
Yeah.
The way Yusuf has been explaining the intricacies of it, I wonder how much is your contribution? Did you go into his ear and say things like, oh, this is what is happening? Or is he like, made for it.
Yeah, no, well, he knows what's happening in the cricket, but what he can't get is necessarily the atmosphere. And so I was telling him, oh, there's a whole load of kids, the Indian fans that are crowded into the front, and there's 7 seats there, but there's about 20 people in there. So I was kind of trying to, hopefully I can add the kind of atmosphere, the colour to the experience, because coming to the Oval is such a fantastic experience, and being able to kind of sort of tell him what was going on in all the different parts of the ground was really, really fun. It's new for me as well. I usually come to watch the cricket, so being able to come and describe it to somebody else and for you to kind of see it through my eyes was really interesting.
Well, seldom you get a political person talk so, in greater detail, unless you are Rishi Sonak, who actually was in the commentator's box on a couple of occasions. Do you get the inspiration from there coming in? On a far serious note, who's uh, your standout moment for the series overall?
Oh gosh, that's a tricky one. I actually honestly think maybe it's only because I'm just watching it today and I'm just remembering. But I mean, the whole series has been fantastic. But just seeing Chris Woakes coming out there this morning, I think it really embodies the fact that it's been really tough, this series, hasn't it? On everybody, on both the players, sets of players. You can feel the angst. There's been a lot of aggro. Joe Root getting upset the other day because he was being shouted at. And it's just taken a lot out of both sets of players, and it's been so close. So for me, the just kind of Chris coming out this morning just embodied that kind of there's this grit and determination from both sides. Neither side wanted to lose.
Absolutely, neither side wanted to lose. But you have a situation where you've got a century